Hello.
Hello?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's all good.
Alright, cool. I just sent it, so you should be getting it in a bit.
Sweet. Where you from?
I am from New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yep,
Okay.
all the way to the
You go
east.
to tournaments?
Yeah, I try to go at least twice a week, and I just finished going to a regional a couple days ago.
Okay, cool. What character is your main?
I main Mario.
Okay, cool. One sec.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind making a room?
Yeah, of course. I hope you don't mind. I'm also recording this.
Oh, that's fine. I was gonna record it, but if you're already on it, it's really your call.
Yeah, you can do it too. I just have it, so it's like also from my perspective.
Oh, sure.
Alright, room's up.
Alright, one sec. Let me just get things started.
Mm-hmm. Alright, there you are.
Sweet. Okay, so you said you went to two tournaments per week.
Yeah,
right?
I try to go to, and I went to a regional recently.
Okay, your character is Mario. Do you have any backup?
Mostly Mario. For a few matchups, I like going Charizard, but pretty much 99% Mario.
Okay, what matchup would you go Charizard for?
Let's
Please
say...
don't say it.
Wait, what happened?
I said, please don't say Link.
No, not Link.
Okay.
Usually, if I lose game 1 versus either the Ditto or Game & Watch, I prefer to switch to Charizard.
Okay.
On occasion, Jigglypuff, but I hardly see any Jigglypuffs.
Okay, I got you. Alright, so how do you do tournaments? How do you feel like it goes?
Usually, I'm either right in the middle or slightly above the middle. I usually place, I'd say, a notch or two below some of the notable players in that region.
Okay. Let's start off with a best of 3. I'll do Ike for this one.
Mhm.
Pick any stage except random. I'll be quiet during the best of 3, but if there's anything you want to ask me about the matchup, how to guy something, whatever, just feel free to ask.
Okay, cool. Oh.
That's okay.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, sorry about the if there's any sound in the background that might distract you. I've got some roommates over.
Oh no, it's fine. It's all good.
Okay, let's take this to wherever you want to actually go next.
Okay.
Ouch.
Ah, whoops. Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. Let me know if you want to take a moment. That's fine.
Now we can keep going. Oh, let me jump. Whoops.
Ooh, nice.
Thanks.
That's death. Alright. Let me just... One sec. Alright, so what do you feel went wrong and what went well in this best of 3?
I feel like... I think I do worse actually when I have a lead, because then I tend to just run in because I figure, oh, you know, I have a lead, so I get too comfortable. And just general things in the neutral, spacing, matchup knowledge. I think matchup knowledge is a big thing for me. And
No, but what went wrong in this?
In this one,
these 3
yeah, like what I
games?
mentioned.
What was good? What was bad?
Yeah, like yeah, when I had lead, I think I approached a bit too much. Good, I think I was patient at the pivotal moments. That led me to getting some stocks. I could do more. In this one specifically, I should have been getting Ike off stage more often, because that's where Mario excels against Ike. I think there was a point where I might have DI'd a forward air wrong and died for it.
Okay.
That's everything from the top of my head.
Okay. Pretty much, more or less. There's a couple of small other things that I saw. I don't know if you paid attention to it, but you're not really ready for what's it called? I guess you're not ready for you're not ready to get trumped. So like as soon as it happens,
Oh, that's true.
you kind of you forget about the option sometimes, and you're not trumping yourself ever.
Yeah.
So I can kind of just wait for you a little bit. For a little too long, I'm almost at the ledge. Second thing was I felt like you went for a little too many hard reads with forward air. You tried spiking me rather than just getting me off stage, as you said.
Yeah.
You just kind of you need to go like you can just go for a simple up air nair combo. You launch me off stage, and then that's possibly the worst situation I can be in instead of actually having to deal with a forward air. If I air dodge that, that's a free recovery for me. So instead of making it a 50-50 for you, instead of that, you can just kind of go through the process of like, okay, I'm gonna get him off stage and then counter this and this and this, which equals a gimp. Because usually that's kind of how you can play against Ike as a Mario, at least. The second thing is that sometimes once you started getting desperate or once you kind of lost momentum,
Mm-hmm.
you held in towards the middle stage. So like I would get down tilt to forward air to like you air dodging into my space.
Mm-hmm.
If you are gonna air dodge and you kind of are doing that in general, then you need to start DIing out. Otherwise, you're DIing into more stuff basically.
Oh, I see.
That's the smaller things that basically will matter later because the neutral exchanges, like you said, patient, smart, could have definitely taken a bit more of a defensive stance once you got ahead. Once you got behind, you started actually playing it really well. I like how you set it up for the last kill there and actually got the resets.
Thank you.
So that was really nice. You're not necessarily challenging aerials that are safe. You know when to punish out of shield. Your punish game out of shield is good. It can be better with up Bs out of shield because that never happened. Something else, one very, very minor thing, and this is not a necessity for you, this is just something you can add, is that sometimes when I'm actually full hopping and spacing Nair, which is the majority of the time when I'm playing Ike, that's kind of what I'm just doing. Sometimes you play it smart with shield. That's good. But you forget the fact that you can actually just stuff out the full hop in itself. So you'd rather shield it and back off, which is still good and patient, but you never actually went for the full hop coverage. So you never full hopped yourself and like up aired or fared or not a fair, sorry, down aired, up aired, back aired, whatever, to basically just deny me the full hop most of the time. Not only that, but sometimes you were in shield and I was above you. I was throwing out a tomahawk. Oh no, not necessarily. I was full hopping. You were holding shield, and I was landing with nair, and that kept happening. I kept using that pattern. What you can do at one point, if you don't want to deal with the fact that I'm going to be hitting your shield, you can hit me before something hits your shield. So you can also out of shield go for a full hop up air or up B, and that also counters the fact that I am above you, about to space you out.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Those small openings are actually, they're gonna count for the long run, because then I have to respect where I can be in general against somebody like you. And it won't really give me a too much breathing room to kind of establish a game against you, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I see.
Other than that, it was super clean, very patient. I like how, even though it was kind of tense, you kind of held it together a little bit much on the air dodges at one point.
Yeah,
but
I
it's
see.
fine.
I'm not Ness.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, so let's. Is there anything specific you want to do in this session, or would you like me to kind of continue?
You can continue.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking I can go either DK against you as a grappler, I can go a sword character, Ike, Link, Cloud, doesn't matter, or I can kind of go for something close ranged if you want. Or anything else you struggle against. It's really up to you.
Let's see. Yeah, you can go DK. That's a good idea, actually.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Like either DK or Bowser, either one works.
Do you feel like you struggle against these matchups?
Yeah, in general, because you know the deal. Like, they're combo food, but they can bring back the game with just a couple grabs.
There you can just grab, no need for jabs. I know it's the safer and quicker, like more reliable option, but you might as well grab.
I see.
And it won't really finish your advantage state. Nice. think I'm dead. I should be. Ah, you
Oh
saved.
wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, nice.
Okay. Didn't need to do any of that. Nice. Okay, hold the stage. Nice.
Thanks.
Especially at higher percents, there's no need to fish for a spike. You might as well just
Yeah, that was-
kind of find a safer kill. Nice catch.
Thanks.
The up B is invulnerable at the very start, so
Yeah.
careful you're not challenging that too hard. Ooh, nice dodge.
Thanks. Nice.
Okay. Not sure about the cape, but it's
Yeah.
okay. Try having the up air there at the end was really good because you actually use it in combination with forward smash. But you can definitely find more moments where you just keep me at the edge with back airs, and you don't actually commit too hard to like trying to gimp or trying to throw out too many like off stage options when you already feel like, okay, it's too late. There's actually not much I can do. I can kind of push it here, but it's safer to just add up and rack up damage from like holding the middle stage and not letting me back onto the middle.
Okay, I see.
So
Yeah.
you also have a priority in stage control rather than combos and like 50-50s and reads and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've been told that I'm very read heavy, but I'm trying to sort of grow out of that because that doesn't work always.
No, exactly. And that's what I mean. Like, you might as well sometimes not just throw out a read, but just deny options over and over until because you can make a read, but you don't really know exactly what I'm gonna do sometimes, so it might feel like a guess at one point. Oh no!
Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't know.
Do you know the percentage for the ding dong, by the way?
Oh, whoops. For the ding dong on me, I think it can work well with a bit of rage, probably at 80, and it'll kill.
Okay.
Oh, whoops.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I think you were looking for a cape.
I was gonna try Nair again, but I got caught.
Okay. That's good. In those situations there, you just take the damage, and then this is what I mean, like, you don't have to push it that far. That cape, or that nair, or that back air could have been successful, but the risk-reward is a little bit, you know, shaky. So there, you can just get back to stage and hold the middle, and I promise you I will be just as much in trouble as off stage.
Yeah, okay.
Because the ledge trapping phase against DK is not too bad if you just, you know, if you just relax and kind of try reacting to what's happening. If I don't do anything, that's me just hanging, you can punish the hang in itself because he's so vulnerable.
Yeah, okay, let's try that again.
Nice punish there.
Thanks.
And I'm dead. Even the sour spot.
Yeah. Oh no.
Nice, good movement.
Thanks.
So there, just back airs.
Yeah.
Don't actually even let me. You don't need to throw it on preemptively. Like, throwing them out and missing them is actually in my benefit, because I can just time an attack. But if you just stand there patiently like this, and then throw out an option to counter something, then that's better. Nice.
Thanks.
Another good thing for you that you should kind of remember is that you're actually really comfortable being cornered or at the corner, which is really good because then you're not panicking into getting into the middle stage. So that's just one thing that is very positive. Now you want to get comfortable cornering opponents continuously, not through force, but with reaction.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, my edge guarding could use some work. Or
So
holding
think about
the...
it like this. Ledge trapping, the slower it is, the more potent it becomes. Or the slower you take it. The more you zone yourself into what's happening, the easier it becomes. If you're throwing out a bunch of options, desperately trying to keep me from getting back into the middle, there's always a kind of a loophole where I can kind of press something.
Oh, I see. So, like, to keep you guessing as well. Ah, whoops. Oh, nice.
Ooh, positioning. Nice. Good opening.
Thanks.
Getting me first stage. Nice.
Wow. Oh, nice.
Ooh, through the down tilt.
Yeah. Yeah, it like hit my head, but because of the invincibility, that's weird. Okay.
So yeah, a little bit less now. A little bit, you're doing a little bit less like offstage commitments,
Mhm.
hard reads, and you're kind of just focusing on like not letting me breathe. And you also realize if you get me to the corner, I have a really hard time finding my neutral back into it. So like sometimes the flood, that's all in itself is enough to just kind of eventually give you the opening you need, the safe kind of opening. Especially against somebody like DK who's like who's gonna play defensively against Mario, wall you out, and then wait for you to kind of commit. And if you just notice that spraying them off stage, putting them at the ledge makes them commit automatically.
I see.
Scary. Be careful. That could have been
Yeah.
death. I think that was like a couple of percent off.
Yeah, I see. Oh, damn, jump well. Oh, nice.
Uh-oh.
Nice. Yeah, caught my jump.
Okay, there. One thing. That's kind of what if we go back to the Ike thing where I said you DI in and kind of choose an option immediately, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, of course.
That the only reason that connects, it's not necessarily because you're throwing out the air dodge or double jump or attack. It's because you're at the same time holding towards the stage. So you're not DIing out. If you do DI out, you don't even need to commit to anything. You can just wait it out, or you can actually react with something because you're a little bit out of range, and you're not in danger to have to immediately react to one of these immediate options.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see.
So, the biggest note right now, low to mid percentage, DI out. You're not gonna die.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Ah, sweet back here.
Nice.
Thanks.
Ooh, I'm dead. With the platform too.
Yeah, that would only work with the platform.
Nice. Good holding the middle.
Oh,
Could have
yeah.
kept the middle there as well. I don't think the water is going to
Yeah.
work against these. Nice. And dead. Nice delays with the cape. I don't actually even expect it at all.
Yeah.
There was one thing I was thinking about as shit, I had it in my head. Okay, it'll show up.
It'll
again, 'cause
come.
There was
Yeah, of course.
one note that I had. It just slipped my mind.
Oh wow. Nice.
Ooh, no need. That's where you the eye out and just let me get back into the middle. Nice. Ah, Fatty dies.
That would have been a great trade.
Nice.
Thanks.
Okay, I remember the note now because it happened like basically most of the time as I'm at the ledge. It seems like you cover with nair and with up air, but you're never actually like covering the ledge jump in itself. So you can cover every other, like you're good at covering the regular get up, the attack, the roll, because I can see that your grounded options are very on point. But that's why I'm kind of getting away with a lot of ledge jump. So keep this as a rule. Ledge jump is usually the best ledge option, and the only reason that is because it's the only ledge option you have to preemptively cover compared to the other options. Every other option can be reacted to, so ledge jump is the only preemptive one that you have to commit to punish or cover. Regular get up, attack, roll, double jump in is something you can at least react to. So keep that in mind. If you are gonna ledge trap, make sure you've got ledge jump covered.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
And especially if you DK, if you cover ledge jump continuously, because that's his only really good ledge option, then he's gonna
so big.
struggle in general. Yeah, he's gonna just struggle in general, and like he's not gonna ever want to be at the edge or at the ledge.
Maybe after 1 or 2 more games, go back to a sword character, because that's another one.
You don't really need to go for any of these commitments.
Ooh. Oh, nice.
Was actually trying to cover the ledge.
Oh, nice. Thanks. Oh, nice.
Dead?
Yeah, max for each.
Okay, a lot better. The only reason I'm getting you hit now at the ledge is because there's 2 things to think about here. If you can punish me ledge stalling, punish the ledge stall. So you walk up and you down tilt or you dash attack. So you're not throwing out like aerials if you see that I'm just stalling. And if you're kind of pressuring that, that means that I have to choose ledge jump. I forgot to tell you that. But if you can, if you're preemptively kind of covering ledge jump, then me, to kind of avoid not getting, to kind of not get hit by the ledge jump denial, I have to kind of just stall for a little bit and wait for your commitment. So it's also about like ledge stall versus ledge jump situations, where you're also, if you're seeing that I'm just stalling you out because I've already been denied a ledge jump, and you're kind of just if you feel like I'm expecting you to actually cover ledge jump, that's a better way of putting it, then I'm gonna be stalling it. That way you can punish the ledge stalls with just a simple down tilt or whatever, really.
Oh, I see. Nice.
That's a true combo.
Yeah. Ah, whoops. Nice.
A little impatient.
Yeah.
And you're also fishing for openings or starters. You're not necessarily trying to just hit me or put me in disadvantage. You're just trying to like find anything that would give you what you want.
Yeah.
And so you're forgetting, like I said, you're forgetting to like cover the actual full hop and the actual short hops rather than you going, okay. Me as Mario, I want a grab, so I'm gonna get a grab, or I'm gonna get a down tilt into a grab, or whatever. Forget that. Just get an opening, any kind of opening. You don't need to get a starter.
All right.
catching on to these rolls. No need for that. Have a plan B. Nice DI, nice jump.
Nice.
Ooh, very nice tech.
Thanks.
Ah, freaking Wi-Fi
Yeah.
techs.
Ah, whoops.
So, slow down, slow down.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so the main issue is that I'm never actually being ledge trapped, and I think it's because you're so used to having your nair do the work for you, but you definitely need to find a little bit more back air at the ledge, so that because the back air in itself, it can deny a ledge jump. If it doesn't, you can immediately just retreat with the back air, and you'll be safe, and you'll be able to react to whatever actually happens. Not only that, but you can just jump with your back and fish. That way, I can't immediately throw out an option. I have to actually kind of respect your back, because if I do anything, you can back air, and it's a space back air, it's a safe back air. You can combine this with not only short hop back air, but full hop back air. The reason to do full hop back air is so that you can avoid things like, let's say for example, Link's Zair or Link's forward air. You jump over it and then you land with a back air to keep them out. And also, if you're gonna throw out a preemptive option to basically cover ledge jump, make sure it's not from a distance. Make sure it's at the ledge jump distance to begin with, and then spaced backwards. That way it makes it safe.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I see.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Close. That's where you can hop instead. If it's not a disjoint that you're dealing with, you can actually stay on the short hop range.
Yeah, yeah.
See, too much movement. Slow down. It's enough for just walking in with down tilt. Walking in range for down tilt at least. see. Hello.
Oh wow.
Dead?
Nah.
No, that's a shame. Okay. Simple. Roll up smash.
I'm a simple man.
That's okay. Okay. A lot better because the ledge trapping is kind of still the same. You're still struggling, and you're kind of you're like a split second too I guess desperate sometimes, where you're just like I think you're focusing more on what you want during the ledge trapping game rather than what is happening currently, or what I want instead. So try to look at what I'm doing and try to actually just be calm about things. So the more, like I said, the more options you throw out during the ledge trapping phase, the more options I actually have to play around. Which, the contrary, if you don't throw out a bunch of options, I don't know what to play around. I have to be really smart and clever and random and like unpredictable, but still you can react to those options.
I see.
So the benefit in actually taking it very slow during ledge trapping is that you don't actually have to be successful in ledge trapping, as long as you kind of safely pressure and actually try to react to things, even with spaced moves. It means that even though you didn't cover an option, you've still cornered me, and you've still established you've got a good ledge trapping game.
Okay.
Nice.
Thanks. Oh, whoops.
Oh, that missed.
Nice.
So right now, since you're not really covering full hops too much, I tend to just full hop a lot. Nice. I should be dead here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so that full hopping you did there.
Yes.
That was enough. That was enough. Honestly, for this matchup, that was enough because that means that as soon as you see me acting and you're kind of scared and you're on the ground, you shield. Or you can roll away. It's really your choice. And if you see me acting once you're high up, you just fall with back air.
I see.
And that way you've used not commitments, but movement and positioning, and that's it.
Because then of course I can act out of it if I commit, and then that's pretty much letting you back on for free.
Not necessarily for free, but I mean, you can. Here's the thing: you can start like that. You can start by throwing out a bunch of options, but if you see that it's not working, you need to go. All right, I need to slow down and just try to react to what's happening instead.
Yeah, it can vary.
I'll take it. Crazy fireball.
Nice. Whoa.
Really?
Whoa.
Not sure about that spot dodge. That was a nice double jump, by the way.
Thanks.
That was one of the weaknesses I want to talk to you about later is the way you double jump, but we'll get to that soon. Nice. Nice, very calmly getting back to stage.
Thanks. Ooh. Nice.
That should be it. Okay, very nice.
Thank you.
I feel like there's a little bit of an edge here for me because I feel like I probably know this matchup a little bit better than you know the Link.
There's only a handful of links in the region.
Yeah, that's okay. Either way, let me tell you what I am kind of right now. To be fair with you, I wouldn't be able to take as much of an advantage. So, because there's a little bit of a delay, I'm not as secure in it. If it was offline, this would definitely be the biggest thing that I would take advantage from your side. So there's two scenarios here. At mid percentage, low to mid percentage at least,
Yes.
where you get put into a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
You DI in, and as soon as I see you DI in, you either air dodge, or you go for nair.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what I have to do is either frame trap it or just immediately cover it. And if I cover the attack and you air dodge, you're gonna be dodging one attack, but there's gonna be another one coming at you after. So it becomes kind of like all I have to do is launch you above me, and if I see you DI in, I just need to cover the middle stage, or the stage in itself, and you kind of eat more percentage. At that point, you just need to make sure to just see that situation. You'll see it during the session, throughout the session, where it happens. I might not be the best to punish it at this point, but other players might. And this is the one thing I want you to know is you should just understand sometimes that, okay, I got punished because I was DIing in and air dodging, or because I was DIing in committing to that nair, when all I really needed to do was DI out and chill.
Got it.
And let me show you one thing. It goes hand in hand with the second rule of how I think I would beat you if I would play you in neutral, or sorry, not neutral. I guess offline. What I would try to do to you is to, at a higher percentage, or at mid to high percentage at least, whenever I put you above me, and there is no opportunity for you to DI and kind of nair or air dodge, you actually double jump, and you double jump immediately sometimes out of things that well, actually, let's take this to Smashville. It's easier to showcase.
Okay.
You double jump immediately. So what you're doing is you're buffering a double jump. You're kind of you're already committed to it, which means you've burned one very important option for me to kind of think about and play around. So there's two ways of dealing with this. Let's just pick something like Smashville or Final, actually.
Oh,
there's two ways
should I pick Final instead?
Yeah, anything Omega actually, it's fine.
Okay.
There's two ways of
I might have
thinking about that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, did you leave?
It's because I was in the lobby, so then when I put quit, the room's up again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my bad.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wait, did you make a new room, or should I join?
Yeah, I made a new room. Cause I was in the wait lobby, but I chose Smashville, and then when you quit, I guess it quits the whole thing.
That's okay. Okay, so here's the thing. Since you are buffering double jump, that means that not only are you burning your double jump, which, like I said, it's okay because your aerial drift is really good, but you're still limited, right? If you're limited to landing on stage, if you're playing against a character with a sword, it's easy for them to kind of just dash attack, down tilt, anything where you're about to land, because they just follow your drift and they dash attack you out for more like disadvantage. Or if you start doing that off stage to get the ledge, some characters can just run off and create this wall where your up-B will trade with Nair, for example, or trade with anything else, and then you're dead, and it's kind of unfortunate because you've burnt your double jump. So one thing you can think about is that you don't need to buffer a double jump. You need to instead time it. By timing it, you're not committing to it. You're actually you're giving this a split second of should I or should I not, and that way, that way you're not kind of like either panicking during your disadvantage or overcommitting. So, for example, if I would hit you with this to this, and you double jump out, there's no point, right? Because the thing is over. You might as well just take the hit, DI away, and land on stage. So, okay, if you, the three buffered options during disadvantage. So let's say you buffer air dodge after my down tilt, right? Just spam it. That's easy for me to just punish like this. If you buffer attack, that's basically gonna miss because you're buffering it. You're not timing it. So what I did with Link, if you watch the Link versus Mario matchup, I tried to, if I'm gonna double jump and land, I'm not buffering any of it. I'm timing my double jump, and I'm timing the hard hit of Nair, so that you get pushed out with a big hit instead of like you seeing a very like telegraphed double jump to Nair commitment.
I see.
That way it becomes a lot easier to punish.
Because they can pick up on that.
Exactly. Well, not only that, but it can become a weakness that you basically get stuck in. Second thing is, if you double jump right now, that's countered by two ways. I can either like jump after and
Oh,
punish
and
with
then, yeah, I
this.
lost my jump.
Exactly. Or I can kind of let you double jump and then try to punish where you're about to land, like that, for example. So now let's just reset your stock. So let's say you don't buffer any of these options. I think it happened once in this set where I said very nice tech. Now just tech in place. That's it.
Oh, yeah, Wi-Fi.
Nice tech in place, not away. Nice. See, it misses and it gives
Yeah,
you
and then I could punish.
So it means that you've kind of, by actually staying calm and by not burning your double jump immediately, you've allowed yourself to not only perhaps time an attack or perhaps time a double jump, but also choose tech. That gives you even more options because you can go left, right, and stay in the middle. And that way, I can't just punish you during disadvantage over and over, especially if I get you in situations like this and hit you and you double jump out and I just chase you down or I let you do it by yourself. Instead, let's say I would get you into this and this, and you just, I'm expecting a double jump, but you either time it really well or you just fast fall and tech. So now try fast falling and teching.
Oh, okay.
So it's difficult because you can't spam it and you actually have to time it at the very pinnacle of the jump. If you are late, it doesn't fast fall. So try doing it at the very climax of the launch. Fast fall.
Yeah.
Time it. Only once.
Oh, I see.
You have to time the fast fall. For some reason, I don't know why, this game's weird, but you have to do it. And then tech. The tech window is a little smaller because you're, falling faster, but that, if you would, for example now, taunt and DI away.
You said taunt?
Yeah, taunt and DI away so you can hold away.
Oh.
This way, it's fine. This way you're not only DIing away your disadvantage, but you're ready to fast fall and tech instead of DIing in and double jumping or DIing in and immediately committing to these options. So, in other words, get comfortable being in disadvantage. Make sure you're also ready to react off of small things, and especially give yourself the option to tech a little more.
Yeah, what you said just then, I think that's a big problem. I can sum it up, like getting comfortable in a disadvantaged state, because I do tend to like buffer those options. Like,
because as soon as I get you in this, like for example, up there, you would have jumped. In other games. And there's no point in jumping. It's just that you're so used to going shit. I don't want to be here, right? And that way, like, let's say I get the stock and I know that's a thing that you do. All I need to do is kind of just launch you in that same position at low to mid percentage, and you already burn your option. And I either cover it immediately, or I basically cover the landing, or I cover you off stage for jumping like that. But if you're really smart with techs, that means that I've overcommitted, and I can't just assume that you're gonna double jump, and I have to force things out of you, and I have to, like I said, outplay you all the time instead of punishing you most of the time.
Yeah, I see, because it's much harder to do that.
Yeah. And specifically in different matchups that you're learning, it's kind of important to learn like where and when and how you can
because
use like smart, clever techs.
Yeah, because even if it's, I assume if it's a matchup I struggle with, if I give myself more options, and that could open myself up to.
Oh yeah, it's not necessarily just matchups.
Yeah.
Like some players just don't expect you to be calm during disadvantage in tech. I played against this one Fox, and I didn't even know this was a thing. Usually, Link can down throw to up smash Fox, and there's nothing he can do, except what I didn't know was except fast fall during tumble and tech, and that was because he was calm during the whole thing.
To be honest, like until then, I didn't know you could fast fall from tumble like that.
Right? It's weird.
Yeah.
I know. But yeah, the important thing is to remember is to not preemptively do it or do it after you've already kind of started falling. You need to do it at the very peak, otherwise it just doesn't happen. I don't know why, it's weird. But yeah, that's generally it. This is a very clean Mario, very like experienced, very patient, a lot of good like qualities to it.
Thank you.
It's just mostly like calm ledge trapping, ledge jump coverage, ledge stall coverage, a little bit more stage control oriented rather than read and gimp oriented, so you don't take these heavy risks when you can actually just hold stage and learn how a player tries to claim it from you to begin with before you make any reads. Otherwise, you're just guessing. And that's a rule you can kind of apply, is that whenever you're playing somebody completely new, if you don't know how to play against them, just hold the middle away from them and see how they play as they're cornered, getting back into the middle. That way you're learning things as you're playing against them, instead of just going, all right, I'm going to go off stage and gimp them, but you don't know what they're going to do, for example, so you're just kind of, you're half throwing it, if you know what I mean. You're gambling, I guess.
Yeah.
You're guessing. And then until you kind of understood that, okay, I'm holding stage, I'm kind of like holding the stage, the mid-stage control a little bit more. This means that he might get comfortable with recovering in a certain way. Now that specific thing, next time I'm gonna punish. So I'll kind of just, I'll back air him, and then I'll pretend like I'm just gonna stay on stage, and then I'll go off stage with something unexpected. That's fine, because then you're not only making a read, but you're actually adapting to how they recover. Obviously, if you know a matchup very well, you can play it from the very like experience of like, all right, I get him here, I edge guard him here, and, you know, it works. But like you said, if you don't know a matchup, you don't know a player, start by just holding the middle stage, understand how they try to get back into the middle, and then you can start pulling these reads and gimps and stuff like that a little bit more. And remember the whole like disadvantage, being calm during the whole thing, accepting taking damage, DIing away, and just reacting with an option. If you know that a combo is over, you don't need to freak out with an option. You just go, all right, it's over. What's next?
Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, that all makes sense.
But yeah, man, like I said, otherwise it's very clean, very well established mod. Anything you'd like to ask before we end this?
No, not really. I got everything out of it, because I know that there are like certain aspects of my play that I know I'm getting punished for them, but I guess like I didn't realize like what other options I had per se. But
right.
But yeah, this really opened up a lot for me. Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, don't forget the whole if you're fishing a little much, you're forgetting to punish short hops and actually covering full hops, so that you're also remembering the full hop in itself is very important to cover, because it basically it makes them more grounded. They have to respect you a little bit more. That's like one of the options I never really got punished for, so far at least. But yeah, man, if there's any other session you want to book me in for, matchup knowledge, whatever it is that you want to do, analysis, help for tournament games, whatever it is, then just feel free to hit me up, and I'll set you up for another session.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Until then, Happy New Year, and I'll talk to you soon.
You too. See you around.
All right, bye.